Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, June 14th, and I'm your host, Krista McDonald. With summer kicking off on June 21st, it's time to start planning those summer vacations. You are in luck, as Norwood has a new and exciting service flying directly to Nantucket from Norwood Airport. The first flight ascended on Thursday, June 13th at 3 p.m., and NCM was there to see the flight soar.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's really great to have you here for the inaugural Norwood to Nantucket service on Southern Airways. My name is Peter Eichley. I'm the president of Flight Level Aviation, and we've been working with the good people at Southern Airways behind the scenes for quite some time now to work toward this day.
On behalf of the Norwood Airport Commission and the town of Norwood and the region in general, we are so excited about Southern Airways coming to Norwood Memorial Airport. This has been a long time coming. Norwood Airport is a big economic generator to the region, and this will just help us even more and just provide more options for people to visit Nantucket and hopefully other destinations in the future.
I'm Stan Little with Southern Airways. This is our 35th city on the Southern Airways route map, and I have to say that of all of the ones that we have launched service from, I can't think of one where we were better received or had a better group of more motivated people that wanted to see air service at their local airport. So thank you for making this happen. We are thrilled to be here. Our first flight is full. It's going to be on time this afternoon going down to Nantucket. All I can say is we hope they're all full, and if that's the case, maybe we'll get this to be year-round service out of this airport going forward. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for making this possible for Southern Airways, and let's hope there are going to be a lot of more full flights and frequent routes out of this airport in the future. Thank you, everybody.
6 months ago, Norwood News brought you the first video update of the Norwood Light Department building on Access Road. Light Department Superintendent Jim Collins gives a brief overview of the work since January.
We're about 6 months into the project, or halfway into the project, about 50% complete at this point, and about 50% of the money spent. We have had the building, it's been built out inside the structure here. We're framing the second floor walls now. The building has been reinforced. The steel has been reinforced, as you can see from the steel girders. It's all been brought up to current codes. We needed a little more administrative space than what was originally in this structure, and we planned on building. We built it to the structure. We have 3 different main sections to this building: a garage area for the trucks, a warehouse area for the stock, and then administration space for all the personnel, office, CSI for customers come in to check on their bills and things of that nature.
Tony Pina of Compass Project Management describes the changes that have been made in the building's infrastructure.
Where we're standing now is a new addition for the administration portion of the municipal light facility. Behind us, you'll see some framed walls. Through there is our new conference room. And the framing that you see here is also going on now on the first floor below us. This whole volume is new. Also, you'll see in some images all of the metal panels have been removed from the building, and where we've already begun replacing them on the southeast corner, working north. Probably in 2.5, 3 weeks, we'll have all of the metal panel complete, which will do quite a bit for us in keeping the vehicle storage area weatherproof so that we can continue with work inside.
The new Light Department facility is anticipated to near completion by early 2020. NCM will continue to work diligently with the Light Department officials to bring you more updates on the project. Stay tuned after this break for this week's Living Local.
Stop by the Norwood Memorial Library and check out magazines, newspapers, DVDs, and of course, books. The library also offers a variety of services, including passport renewal, a notary, and tutoring, with multiple different meeting rooms which can be booked for your convenience. Take advantage of online digital resources and get assistance with all of your research needs. Kids can enjoy the children's room stocked with books and toys. There are also a variety of programs for children and adults. And if you can't make it into the library can come to you with home delivery. The library is open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. To learn more, go to www.norwoodlibrary.org.
Living Local is a new program coming to Norwood Community Media that highlights businesses and events here in Norwood. Everything you need to know about eating local, shopping local, exercising local, or even creating local, you'll find it right here on NCM's newest program, Living Local. You'll get an inside look into what makes each business unique. Only on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Welcome back. With the nice weather finally here, South Norwood has the perfect spot to grab a refreshing smoothie. Let's take a look at this week's Living Local.
Are you looking to start your mornings on a healthier note? Look no further than the Juice Bar at Central Market in South Norwood. Located at 1199 Washington Street, the Juice Bar serves up a wide range of healthy options.
Well, it's very important to have a very healthy diet, and I know that sometimes we don't have the time, so it's good to know that you have here in Norwood a juice bar, that you can have your fruits and vegetables all incorporated in a yummy drink.
Owner Marcielli Pastorio bought Central Market from its previous owner 5 years ago. Originally, the market was located at 1060 Washington Street.
Over there we stayed for 3 years, and then I decided to grow a little bit, and we rented down here. So we came here, and after a year and a half, almost 2 years, I decided to incorporate the juice bar.
The inspiration for the juice bar came while on vacation in Aruba.
We went on vacation, and I said, I need my juice. How am I going to get my juice at a hotel? So I researched, and I found a juice bar down in Aruba, and I went there every day. And the last day we were there, I was just like, you know what? I have everything these people have. I'm gonna open up a juice bar. So I came back, did research on how to open, what to do, if we had anything around. And within a month or so, bam, we did it.
Although there are a lot of options on the menu, there are a few that are clear-cut favorites.
Fruits and oats, it's one of the top sellers. Tropical, which is delicious. It tastes like a popsicle. Green Islander, it's unbelievably refreshing and delicious. So all of those three are my popular ones, but every single one of them is good.
The store itself has a lot more to offer than just a juice bar.
We are a Brazilian Spanish market with a coffee shop and now a juice bar in it. So we sell anything from Brazilian cheese, Spanish cheese, to Brazilian cake that we make here, all the cakes and the desserts. We have the Brazilian coffee, which is a strong coffee. It's nothing like other coffees that you drink around. So I think that every component of the store itself is unique.
Pastorio hopes that Central Market continues to be part of the Norwood community.
I am from here now. I live in Norwood. My kids go to Norwood School, and I like to think that the people from Norwood should know that we are more than just a store or a juice bar. We are part of the community. We are part of Norwood.
The Senior Center and Recreation Department teamed up to bring a brand new game to the courts of Norwood. And no, it isn't basketball or tennis. Recreation Superintendent Travis Farley and Senior Center Director Kerry McCarthy fill us in.
Hi, Travis Farley here with the Norwood Recreation Department. We're here to talk about our newest addition to the Rec Department, outdoor facilities. I'm here with
Carrie McCarthy, the director of the Norwood Senior Center.
Thank you very much. We just wanted to highlight some of the 3 new pickleball courts we have here at the Savage Center on Prospect Street. These courts are first come, first serve. If you want to come down and just play pickleball anytime, you are more than welcome to. We're really excited about it. It's a new sport that we are happy that we can facilitate here in Norwood.
Yeah, thanks to Travis. He got this going. A few of our seniors have been requesting some outdoor pickleball courts, so they'll be happy that these are in place. So thank you, Travis, and the Rec Center for that. So the seniors who've been calling, come on down. You can use these any day of the week. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and stay tuned to the Norwood Recreation Facebook page for clinics and classes that are going to be offered down here. We are trying to organize that very soon. So thank you, Carrie. Should be a lot of fun.
Travis.
Stay tuned after this break to find out what is happening in your local government.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for our newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations, and offenses that impact crashes like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Welcome back to Norwood News. On Tuesday, the Board of Selectmen reconvened on their summer schedule, and Norwood High School student Katie McLeish appeared before the Board of Selectmen to discuss her request to paint a mural on the Norwood printing building owned by the town. Katie and her English teacher, Miss Conley, described the evolution of this project.
Her presentation was today, so the option was really to end it. She sent her emails, she had her draft, but I spoke with her before reaching out to Bernie and asking, is this something you really want to do? I don't want to waste his time, and she feels really strongly about wanting to, beautify her town, which I think is great. She's really flexible with the location. That was Bernie's suggestion with the building, and she was really looking at just doing it sort of between the 2 windows. She has a whole sort of band of recruits to help her this summer.
Everyone wants to paint the mural. Everybody keeps asking me about it, and I really want it to be talked about and shared on social media using hashtags to promote recycling within Norwood, as it is a recycling mural. And I was also thinking adding quotes around it.
The Selectmen will meet again in 2 weeks on June 25th. The Library Board of Trustees met this past Tuesday at Morrill Memorial Library. The hour-long meeting consisted of reports from multiple parties, including personnel, programming, and friends of the library. An uplifting discussion regarding the library's financial stability was also heard that night.
Our revolving fund is incredibly healthy, and it's really helping us make our materials expenditures, because our budget doesn't fully fund our materials costs. So, and it's paying for extra office supplies and various things. So right now we're feeling, we have the healthiest funds we've had in a long time, our state aid, which will allow us to do some other things like these study pods and various other things.
With the summer upon us, the Library Board of Trustees will not meet again until September. The Trails Advisory Committee also met Tuesday in Town Hall, Room 12. The committee hosted a Troop 49 Boy Scout to talk about a proposed new trail for his Eagle Scout project.
That he was interested in, you guys were interested in, and that you would help with. Over the last couple of weeks, I've talked with Mr. Greeley, and we've gone over the trail a couple times, maybe once, a couple times, whatever. And I've gone over it myself, and I've come up with a trail that I think would be best suited for that location.
The committee also discussed future trail walks with Walpole and member minutes. The next Trails Advisory Committee meeting will take place on June 25th at 7 p.m. The Community Preservation Committee met Wednesday at Town Hall to reorganize the board and elected John Hall as chair and Peter McFarland as vice chair. The CPC also welcomed their newest member, Tony Esco. The Community Preservation Committee will meet again later in the summer. To watch complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government Channel or watch it on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Stay tuned after this break to find out what is happening in your schools.
The Norwood Senior Center's mission is to identify the needs and promote services for older adults. The center is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and during the summer they remain open until 8 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. To contact them, call 781-762-1201 or visit www.norwoodma.gov.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families, defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Bill Norman, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
Welcome back. Now we're going to go to our schools reporter, Tim Rose. Tim is on location at the Balch Elementary School this week. Let's go find out why.
Hi guys, I'm Tim Rose and I'm reporting from Mrs. Kerr's 3rd grade classroom at the Balch School, and they're going to help me out with this newscast. Earlier this month, they sent me a whole stack of thank you cards for reporting the school, so we decided to produce this one right in their classroom so they can watch and learn. You guys ready? Yeah! So let's take a look at some activities happening in our Norwood schools this week. Congratulations to Cleveland Schools' Lila Noble and Bridget Kidd, who both received awards last week at the Morrill Library for their essays. Lila placed first in the grade 3 to 4 category for her essay about choosing Hermione from the Harry Potter series as her BFF. Bridget placed third in the upper grade category for her essay on having Percy Jackson as her BFF. Way to go, Cleveland School! Also at the Cleveland, the 4th grade students in Mrs. Barry's, Miss Kilduff, and Mrs. Wesley's classes celebrated the 6th annual Chuck-a-Duck event. This event marks the culmination of the Science Forces unit. Students built catapults and launched little rubber duckies into a pool at exactly 1 meter. Calculations of distance, force, and gravity have to be considered to get the duck into the pool, and all students had to submit their catapult plans. The event begins with a duck parade and ends with the parents visiting the classrooms and viewing the various projects that students have worked on during the Forces unit, including a unique study of Rube Goldberg and his inventions that use simple machines to make a simple task more complex. Students create their own Rube Goldberg drawings with group members. It was a beautiful day for a duck launch, and lots of ducks made it to the pool. There are a lot of field trips this time of the year, and the second graders at the Callahan School traveled to Tangerini's Spring Street Farm in Millis. The farm is a 65-acre farm that has flowers, fruits, and vegetables. Students enjoyed a tractor ride, saw some flower pots, and also made some of their own custom flower pots. Let's take a look! Exciting news at the Prescott School. The school was awarded the designation of School of Recognition from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. This past week, Dr. Thompson, Principal Riley, former Principal Killian, and head teacher Carol Thornton traveled to the Massachusetts State House to be awarded with a certificate. On hand were the other 50 schools of recognition, Commissioner of Education Jeffrey Riley, and many state representatives and state senators. The Prescott team was recognized for both exceeding academic targets that were set by the state and by achieving high scores in the MCAS. Congratulations to the Prescott School. Norwood High School held their final awards this week. Let's hear from Principal Dr. Hugh Galligan.
On Friday, June 7th, we had a great opportunity at Norwood High School to recognize many of our outstanding students who are in grades 9, 10, and 11. We had our annual Academic Achievement Recognition Breakfast, and at this time we had representatives from each department take some time to recognize students who had really gone above and beyond throughout the course of the year. For some students, this could mean really high level of academic achievement throughout the year by achieving honor roll or straight A's throughout the course of the year. For other students, it could mean continuous improvement, reaching goals, students who had overcome particularly difficult times in their lives and bounced back to really achieve at a high level at the end of the year. So it meant something different for each student, but the common thing that each one had in common in that room was that they really had reached those goals and represented Norwood High School to the fullest. And we wanted to take some time and recognize them for all that they did. Each department was able to recognize students based on success in a particular course or content area, and then we were able to take some time and celebrate together with a great breakfast through one of our generous donors to Norwood High School.
8th graders at the Coakley Middle School visited Norwood High and walked right into a standing ovation from the NHS Mustang mentors. They learned all about the school, toured the building, and had the opportunity to interact with students to ask questions. Good luck in the fall. Go Mustangs! The Little Mustangs preschoolers have been wrapping up their school year by participating in a variety of fun-filmed themed days. On any given day these last 2 weeks, you may have seen preschoolers and their teachers dress up like pirates and hunting for treasures of pirate booty on Pirate Day, going on a safari to look for wild animals on Safari Day, having a campfire, cooking s'mores, and setting up a tent under the stars on Camping Day, sporting some fancy hairdos on Crazy Hair Day, and measuring and weighing Wilma the Watermelon on Watermelon Day. These special days at school kept their students engaged in learning while having fun at the same time. It was a great year at the Little Mustangs preschool. At the Oldham School, Principal Dr. Wes Manaday is retiring this year and was treated with a special school-wide Hawaii hula dance. Let's watch the dance! Thank you, Dr. Manaday, for your years of service, and we will all visit you in Hawaii. Mahalo, Dr. Manaday. It's been very busy right here at the Balch School. The incoming first graders came from the Willett to visit the school. The fourth graders held their state fair projects, and they held their very own Balch talent show this week. Great things happening at the Balch, am I right, guys? Yeah! Well, that's it for school news. I want to thank Mrs. Kayer's third grade class today for helping us out. For more information about the Norwood school system, please check the website, Facebook, and watch Norwood Community Media. Now let's go to Brian Dunn for the latest sports news.
Thanks, Tim.
The spring sports season is officially over, sadly, but we have one final score to report to you. Softball, after a late game victory over Hanover this past weekend, advanced to the quarterfinal round against Fairhaven this past Monday, June 10th. They were defeated by the Blue Devils 12-0 in their final game of the season. But another great season by the Mustang softball team. Congratulations to the team and the seniors on their season this year. I also want to take this time and let you in on some upcoming coverage as well. The Little League Baseball Championships are being decided this weekend. NCM will be down at Kelly Field to cover the AAA Little League Championship this Saturday early afternoon and Game 2 of the Major League Championship that Saturday night. Stay tuned right here next week for highlights on that. And finally, Mark Hoover and Joe Meehan wrapped up the spring sports season with Sports Extra Thursday night. Lots of athletes came in to talk about their seasons, and it was great to hear the results from their perspective. One exciting announcement was made by Brian McDonough, who serves on the Hall of Fame committee, to announce the 2019 Hall of Fame induction class. We'll throw it down to the Sports Extra team for more on that.
Our first inductee, and that is Coach Bruce Gregory. Bruce was the wrestling coach from 1973 to 1984. And again, I was fortunate enough to wrestle for Bruce when he came in, and really kind of led the led the program, and you know, really led the Mustang wrestling to the most successful in the history of the school. So from the class of 1957. Wow. We have William Winstrom being inducted. He was an outstanding football and track athlete. So, you know, we'll get a lot of nominations for Bill, and we want to congratulate him from the class of 1957. Then from the class of 1967, we have Ken Sheehan. Ken was the first state championship wrestler to come out of Norwood, and pretty impressive. Actually went on to Harvard. Unfortunately, Ken passed away, so it'll be a posthumous, and his family will be representing there for Ken Sheehan. So then from the class of 1982, we got John DiCaligero, a state champ in the track, 300 meters, 300-yard track athlete. Again, like wrestling, the track program at Norwood has been phenomenal. You just saw a few minutes earlier here the relay team, I guess also, so maybe their time will come up in 10 years.
That'd be great.
Then from the class of 1990, Sue Drummy Daly, an outstanding three-sport athlete here at Norwood, part of the big Drummy family. Class of 1992, another track athlete, Mike Whittier, also a state champ in both the indoor and the outdoor. So again, goes back to our track athletes that are pretty phenomenal. And the final in the class of 2002, Jim Martin. Jimmy was an all-scholastic athlete in hockey and baseball. One of Norwood High's all-time best baseball players. He was the head coach at Merrimack College, and he's now an assistant coach at Stony Brook in New York.
Well, that's all for me. Stay tuned to NCM on social media for updates on sports as the summer months start to roll in. I'll talk to you soon. Kristen, take us home.
Thanks, Brian. Tuesday, June 11th, NHS alumni Hank Stamfel returned to the School on the Hill to support the Norwood High School Fine Arts Program. Hank organized and collaborated with NHS alumni and the current NHS Drama and Music program to put on a cabaret concert. The event was an evening of fun and entertainment. A portion of the ticket sales were donated to NHS Fine Arts Program. Hank wanted to give back as he credits his education and music training at Norwood High School as a big part of his success today. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.